Safeguarding is not our everyday language, it's our everyday living. It's what we see, what we face, what we support on an ongoing basis across our community. So let me tell you a little of our story. It has the semblance of a beginning but no end, because despite being written off on a number of occasions, we have rewritten the end. We haven't written the end yet. We're too busy developing another beginning. Once upon a time in the mid-60s, there was a place that developers and the council decided to call Cantrell Farm. It very quickly became known as the new kind of ghetto. If you treat people like animals, so the saying goes. Everybody was tarred with the same brush. Good people were stained, good intentions floundered. Goodwill was lost, as were some lives unnecessarily so. The inevitable decline of the 1980s resulted in a riot, another unsavoury event, which further damaged the community, but resulted in a change with the purchase of the estate from the council by Villagers Housing Trust in 1983. Fast forward to the community-owned Stockbridge Village of today, to the collective energy and talents known as Stockbridge Community Engagement Forum, and the story we have to tell don't hit the headlines as much, but that doesn't stop us telling them. The voices of our community were often hidden behind closed doors. We've now worked together to liberate many, and the benefits have been huge. However, as I mentioned earlier, what we refer to as safeguarding and its resulting issues is what we live and contend with on a daily basis. It's life as we know it, and it's very hard at times. So I have some simple questions for all safeguarding authorities and services. How connected are you to your local communities? How well do you know them? How often do you get out more? From our perspective, it's not often enough. We see ourselves as a fabulous resource and have collaborated with statutory and non-statutory services on so many different community development projects over the years. We fight for the scraps from the table in terms of budgets, but still manage to make a huge impact. Work with us, connect with us. We could do the same with you. One of the P words in safeguarding is prevention, and like charity, prevention should begin at home. It begins in our communities, and that's where some of your efforts need to be directed. It wouldn't take a great amount of resource to give us access to good quality awareness training. Just direct a resource that's currently being wasted. We are part of the so-called front line and are often the first port of call. Our volunteers, resident advisors and community leaders are constantly picked up and would welcome the opportunity to increase their safeguarding knowledge and capabilities. I think the vogue term is resilience. We're not talking about a one-off training event, we're talking about building a safeguarding relationship, a network, so don't be a stranger always, don't be invisible. Community resilience was the driver behind phase 1 of our Stockbridge Stories project, which is on display at this event. The focus on isolation, communication and connection. Phase 2 around drugs and alcohol and their effects is about to go to the printer, and phase 3 will focus on LGBTQ+. And as you will see, we believe that people are capable of telling their own stories. All you need to do is ask the question, then sit back and listen. Let's come together right now and see what is possible. We have front doors too. Come and give one of them a knock sometime.